right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. They run with a rookie. This is Sony Michel. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Michel. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. He hits White, complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that. But I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves that you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Brady to throw again. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. Brady to Gronkowski. They make it look easy, don't they? And it's a Patriot first down. And it's a clinic that we're seeing put on here so far. 6 for 6 first drive of the game for him passing.
You know I'm a defensive guy, and while I'm admiring the heck out of what they're doing, throwing the ball around, all I keep thinking is this is where the quarterback has to go down. You've got to ruffle his timing, change things up, get some more pressure on him, because right now he's way too comfortable in throwing the ball downfield.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Devin McCourty brings him down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Walker with a grab, left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 44 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, all the way down at the 21-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
3.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's Henry, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
3.
Tight dog.
Twist.
Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go. 3.
3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Check 52.
3.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
One.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Well, going deep here for Taylor. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, this is Michelle. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. New England on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And an alley to run. The 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 44 yards. throwing on first down is Brady. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Brady throwing on second down. Flushed out right. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
New England on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, Michel. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Being chased out left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 3rd and goal, Patriots now for the 1.
Tom Brady on the sneak.
And it's Michel once again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Jackson now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Let's go.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And he slings one that's incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Mariota hands to Henry, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mariota forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that, but in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever they do, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Wesley Woodyard in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On second down, here's Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Derek Morgan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of thing. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Let's go.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. Again, it's Michelle. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game.
The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
First down, Mariota. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Mariota now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Buying time to his left. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mariota to sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jerron Harmon makes the tackle. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
3.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. I'll just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Flushed out right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And Walker has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Titan 1st down, Mariota to Walker. Mariota to throw it. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Keep it rolling. Check. Set. Blue line. One.
Throwing is Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Let's go. One. Hey, watch number 33.
Mariota here to throw. flush to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now Mariota. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Let's go.
Here's Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back to throw. Pushing his way through. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Jonathan Cyprien there defensively to make the play. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Brady now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. And even 40 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is Gillisley trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Brady to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Tennessee, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.